it helps you hone the ability to master yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're alone, you gotta be aware of your thoughts, be aware of the things that's entering your brain, be aware of your vibration. It forces you to confront those things, you know what I'm saying? And it forces you to have to realize the ego. That's why a lot of people can't be alone, you know what I'm saying? Because they can't stand being alone with themselves, because they don't like themselves, they don't love themselves, you know what I'm saying? They hate what they see in the mirror, they need some type of exterior validation, you know what I'm saying? They may be narcissistic, where they need a narcissistic supply, you know what I'm saying?
Something we all know. One thing we not for. Nothing but pain stuck in this game. Searching for fortune. Fame.
What's good, people? You know what time it is. Got the water. And it's time for another video. Welcome back to the Pursuit of F.A.M.E YouTube channel, where we discuss real things from a real level, and give a high perspective if possible. I'm talking about higher consciousness. We focus on success, being the best that we can be. You know what I'm saying? And today, man, I want to discuss, the importance of solitude and being able to stand alone, walk alone, and just be alone, and the ability, the necessity to be able to enjoy your own company, and be able to be by yourself without the need of outside entities and outside things. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge benefit to being able to be alone, man. Me personally, I'm kind of an introverted type of personality in a way, Piscean introverted type of personality anyway. So it's very easy for me to be alone and not be bothered with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that's where I find my most peace. That's where I find, the time to recharge, the time to develop, the time to research. It's just peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Peace, quiet, and freedom. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Water break. But you have to master the ability to be alone. You gotta master the ability to be tranquil and peaceful within solitude. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't be peaceful and be tranquil, and while being alone, being in solitude, then you're not gonna be able to function out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps you hone the ability to master yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're alone, you gotta be aware of your thoughts, be aware of the things that's entering your brain, be aware of your vibration. It forces you to confront those things, you know what I'm saying? And it forces you to have to realize the ego. That's why a lot of people can't be alone, you know what I'm saying? Because they can't stand being alone with themselves, because they don't like themselves, they don't love themselves, you know what I'm saying? They hate what they see in the mirror, they need some type of exterior validation, you know what I'm saying? They may be narcissistic, where they need a narcissistic supply, you know what I'm saying? Coming from an empath, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like myself, you know what I'm saying? But water break real quick. Or if they are alone, then they gotta be high. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like being alone for a lot of people just lead to depression, lead to all kind of dormant dormant. What? How can I say it? It's like suppressed and dormant negativity. You know what I'm saying? And that those things arises when they're alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing in the exterior that can distract them. You know what I'm saying? And also, when you alone, man, you get in touch with your body. You get in touch with your feelings. You know, you get in touch with your emotions. Like I said, you can learn to master the ability to be fully in your body, understand what you're feeling, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It helps you open your third eye, and and you can tune more into your intuition and realize, what vibrations are entering your space when you're not alone, because you'll know what your base vibration is when you are alone. So when a vibration, no entities are entering your space that shouldn't be there, you know what I'm saying, vibrations that you vibing with that shouldn't be around, you know what I'm saying, you can feel the difference in that. Your intuition starts to speak to you a lot more, you know what I'm saying. And when you're alone, man, you ain't got to worry about nobody directly being in your business, or knowing what you're doing, or knowing what you're working towards, knowing what your efforts is, knowing what your plans is. So that way you ain't got nobody that's secretly or subconsciously, or just trying to throw wrenches in your plans, or try to throw obstacles in your way, and or even be hazardous to what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? You also don't have to worry about nobody that's trying to be hazardous to your health. I've been in a lot of situations, man, just being empathetic type of person, you know what I'm saying, a highly sensitive person, and being Piscean in nature, you know what I'm saying, like, I can admit, man, I've been a lot of people narcissistic supply, or either just being the energy that people use and vibe off of, just to make themselves feel better, because I come with positive energy for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I always trying to be encouraging. I always try, but some people, man, they just so caught in their ego that they don't realize, you know what I'm saying, that they their own worst enemy. That they're not realizing they need the validation of other people, man. Me, I don't operate that way. I like to validate myself, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing that make me irritated sometimes, that it's people that, that try to put that on you, that because you are somebody that can be to yourself, and don't need the validation of others, that in some kind of way they flipping it into you really should need a validation or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like. But that's just people projecting their own insecurities and ambitions on you, you know what I'm saying. And another thing about being alone, man, is that you can really control what enters into your life, man. That's the best thing about it. You can control for you're not in, you're never gonna be in control of everything, but with stuff that you can control, you can control that to the best of your ability. So you ain't gotta allow nobody bringing bullshit and mess around you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about being amongst people that really don't have your best intentions at heart, and really want to see your downfall. You don't have to worry about being, not saying that those people ain't gonna exist, but you ain't gotta worry about them, because you know what I'm saying, you can cut contact with them. You know what I'm saying? Like me, for instance, man, I pretty much realized damn near everybody in my life was just fake as hell and on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said in previous videos, before me being a positive person and trying to meet people on their level, you know what I'm saying, at base being a high vibrational person, you know what I'm saying, not saying that I'm perfect or that I always been positive, because I've been a negative ass motherfucker too. I've been toxic too, but I always had a consciousness about it, you know, and I just never, I just wasn't able to tap into that consciousness fully, or as much as I am now. But you know, just being able to tap into that, you find out what you don't want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, so many people in my life that I just found out that were just full of shit, whether they know it or not, or whether they are conscious about being full of shit or not. You know what I'm saying? Or being narcissistic or being energy vampires and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether they know it or not, I was able to realize it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I like to keep my circle so small that it's a period. Now, like I said, man, I don't try to meet people at their level no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to work your way up to me. And if I don't feel like, you know, if I don't validate you for being worthy of being within my space, then I will continue being alone. You know what I'm saying? Water break. And so that's one of the things that I got the most out of when I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you know, even though I always been introverted and spent my time to myself, but when I was homeless and I really had damn near every distraction from you know what I'm saying, like, I was kind of like forced to live in the moment at damn near all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the things that really helped me and helped me tune and even more into my body, tune into more to my vibration. Even though I was already on that journey, but that just kind of like pushed me over the edge a little bit more and just had me dive right into it. You know what I'm saying? And undeniably, you know, and I can say, man, those times were just it forced me to separate from certain people. You know what I'm saying? Certain fake ass, I ain't gonna even call them fake friends, because they ain't even worthy of that. You know what I'm saying? Fake friends, but for lack of better terms, fake associates, fake ass family. You know what I'm saying? Just lower vibrational entities that I not want to be around. But me trying to be a person, you know what I'm saying, that just respect everybody, accept everybody. You know what I'm saying? As a person, you know what I'm saying, and try to be understanding of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just kind of, I didn't realize that I was being destructive to myself and my own, you know what I'm saying, soul. So, you know, that's, you know, being alone, you'll be able to keep a stiff barrier on that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to just really be able to decipher what is allowed to come within your vicinity, man. You know, and you know, like I said, being homeless, it was kind of therapeutic, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of ways, to be honest, you know what I'm saying. But I'll make another video getting into that another time. But yeah, man, just moral of the story today, man, just try to master the art of being alone. And when you master the art of being alone, you also can master the art of tuning into your body, tuning into your emotions. I'm talking about being alone with no distractions. I'm talking about not having to have people around you, not having to have things to distract you from your own mind, being able to control your own mind, not even let your ego mind take over, you know what I'm saying, your spiritual mind and your higher inner being, you know. And yeah, man, master the art of being alone, man. You know, you stay out of a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you can't stay out of a lot of shit, you can at least, you know, separate from it and control it from the amount that you can control, because you're never gonna be able to control everybody. But just, yeah, man, you want to master the art of being alone, man. And you find a lot of peace and tranquility peace, quiet, and freedom, like I said. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to walk the road on your own, learn how to develop more skills, you know what I'm saying? Because when you operate by yourself, you know what I'm saying, it's just certain stuff that you gotta pick up. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you gotta learn, certain chances that you gotta take, you know. You become more self-reliant, you know. And you expect less. You expect less from everybody else because you realize you can't put your expectations in the people. You know what I'm saying? But you have then you in turn you start to expect more from yourself. That's if you trying to grow as a person. Now you just hell bent on being a toxic ass motherfucker. Then I don't know what may help you. But I know if you're a person that's trying to grow, trying to be your higher self, trying to be your greatest version, then being alone, mastering the art of being alone is definitely one of the steps that I would recommend that you take. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's today's video, man. That's the Pursuit of Fame. Make sure you like, comment, share. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what y'all want to discuss next. Until the end, man, just stay up, stay on your grind. Don't let nobody stop you. Until next video, man, I'm out. Peace. Love.
Something we all know. One thing we die for. Nothing but pain, stuck in this game. Searching for fortune.